Yay,
What's up, everyone?
Florida.
Welcome back to Continuity Crew. I'm Win.
I'm Will.
And today we're going to be talking about PIXAR'S Soul.
Yeah.
Yeah, do you know why it's called Soul?
Because there's souls in it.
No, soul music.
But also souls are in it.
Yeah. I actually don't think that's what it's called. I was going to say soul
No, it's
food.
probably both ways. Like,
Yeah.
it's for soul music and soul, souls.
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 Just regular souls.
This movie, I will say, right off the bat, is very pretty.
It
The
is.
animation
Yeah.
is insane.
I didn't used to like the fact that Pixar's doing this very realistic kind of look, but it has a character of its own. It's not super realistic looking, and it's not super 3D either. It's
It's
in
there's
between.
there's this perfect middle ground that they found, and it's like, okay, this could be real, but it's also like, it's like making an animated character like real.
Yeah.
Like, it's like the real life like SpongeBob. Have you seen like memes like that or whatever? That's what they kind of do, but it's like, it just feels like, okay, like I'm part of this world now, like, and I feel like it brings you in more.
Man, this music over here, I can't stop. Like, that's so pretty.
Yeah, the music also fire.
Sorry, I had to. Oh man, that's the only thing that gets me about this movie is just that piano parts and some of the jazz parts. I'm a big fan of jazz, so
You like jazz?
I like jazz. So yeah, let's give a synopsis to this. Well,
So we follow, what's his name?
shit.
I think it's Carl.
Carl. It would make sense.
I'm pulling that up, but it's Jamie Foxx, Tina Fey. Excuse me, it's Joe.
It's Joe.
Yes,
That's his name.
Who was Carl? I watched a movie with a Carl in it recently.
Carl Urban.
Could it have been Wonder Woman? Go watch our Wonder Woman video whichever one comes out first.
Wonder Woman comes out
We're on a new set, by the way.
just for the time being.
For the time being, we're
changing things up in the other set.
But it's Joe. I don't know if they say a last name, but it's Joe. He's a middle school band teacher, and he's just kind of living his life. But then, bam, he's dead.
Just
Falls in a hole.
No, he had a great opportunity to work with like a very talented group, and then at his peak of happiness, he just dies.
Yeah, let me pull my.
Literally drops dead.
He literally avoids all these things of death, and then he just falls in a hole. Yeah. I said evading all this death just to fall in a hole. I'm like, well, that's pretty funny.
Yeah. That on its own sounds just like a life tragedy of real life.
It's just, it would happen. If it would happen to someone, it would happen. Like a Florida man, after getting jazz gig of his life, falls in hole.
But yeah, he dies, and basically his soul gets sent to the elevator to the light side. The light, and he didn't want to get a elevator. I meant to say escalator.
Same difference.
Same difference. But he avoids it by going through the barrier, and does the most interstellar thing ever.
Those transition scenes in between, like kind of the dimensions and stuff, I did really love.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
I will say just right away, I wasn't the biggest fan of this movie. Something about it, I don't think I just didn't connect in some spots, which kind of makes sense. I mean,
I might have something very surprising for you later. I'll say it later.
Okay. Well, it's mostly an African American cast, and that kind of makes sense why I wouldn't connect with it. But also, like, I don't know, something. As me as a person, and this is a very like deep movie, like for a kids movie.
Yeah.
Hold on, I think I had some sort of note.
No, this has so many levels. Like, it talks about the Tesseract, which is basically the fourth dimension.
Yeah.
And then there's like things about the soul and how it works.
Yeah, and like the spark and all this. And I'm like, yeah, this is.
Depression.
I said this aesthetic is so serious, but playful.
Yeah.
It's like, this is death, but it's fun. Let's do this. Like, And I'm just like, well, okay. And that's also not even just because I didn't connect with it. I think I was expecting something else. Like I was telling, well, to continue the synopsis, he dies, meets this baby soul essentially called 22, and they can't find their spark, and they go on an adventure kind of to find their spark. He gets back to his body, but it's not his body. It's a cat, and it's all this whole thing. And I will say, before we get really into it, this did come out on Disney Plus on Christmas. Hopefully you watched it if you're watching this, but spoilers up ahead, probably even him going into the cat is spoilers. Is that, and that's where I'm saying, like, I didn't expect that. I thought we were just, it's going to be him and the little soul from the trailer, like just shooting it, having an adventure, him shooting the shit, like getting his stuff back together, getting him back to his body. But I was like, oh, we're not even halfway through the movie, and he's back on Earth at least. And I was like, okay, I'm surprised.
I feel like if someone's looking for this video, just for this movie, maybe just a quick review, just what we thought about it, or just how we think everyone else will perceive it. It's a pretty good movie, but it's very serious for a kid's movie.
Yes, and so I think that that's a lot of Pixar movies, to be fair. But I feel like this one was
downright serious.
It was almost more serious than the others, and it didn't have enough playfulness, I guess, to make up for it, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. Like it's still a good movie, but it was just,
I think the reason why it's that way is because this movie felt like a passion project, and I can tell you why later. But yeah, this movie, it's very grounded somewhat, and very serious for a Pixar movie for kids. So if you're gonna watch this with kids or anything like that, I would probably watch it with them. And maybe watch something else after that.
Yeah, I feel like watching this with like kids, like, oh, it's a new Pixar movie. I don't think the kids would like it. No. And I think that's why I don't like it. It's still a little bit of kid at heart. So
this is weirdly serious, but at the same time, it's not so serious.
Yeah, it flips and it flops, and I think maybe the tone changes are what also get me.
It does,
but overall, like it's better than Wonder Woman.
Yeah,
I already have we give them these movies, we review it, a rating out of 10 at the end, and it's higher than Wonder Woman, so make sure you watch our Wonder Woman video to see what I gave that. Yeah. But it's something just didn't connect, like I said.
I get it. But yeah, if you're a teenager, you'll probably enjoy this movie. If you're into music, at least, because this is very music driven, and the music in this is very beautiful. So if you're into music, you'd probably like this.
Yawning like crazy.
But this is all. What's great about this movie is that it's for everybody.
Yeah, I do feel like it is for everyone. It falls in the hole.
Yep, there it is. So yeah, kids can watch this, but adults can also watch this.
Yeah, I feel like maybe this movie made me feel some sort of existential dread. And I was just like, but it was subconsciously. And I'm just like, I'm not okay with it. But if you're like a little kid, you watch this, you'll just see the funny moments, like 22 eating the pizza and then just like just right out or just smacking him around. And I feel like I expected more of that, because that's what we got from the trailer, but that's not what I really got at all. But I'm okay with that.
Yeah. If they did go that route, though, I definitely would have not liked this movie at all.
That's
but
fair.
At the same time, that's what I expected before watching this. Before watching Soul, and I wasn't disappointed at all. I definitely liked this movie a lot. But yeah, it's a movie for everybody. If you're gonna watch it with kids, go ahead.
I think I'll give it some time. Yeah. I think my rating will stand true, because it's I think a fair rating, but it's not. It's just I didn't necessarily enjoy it as much as. I'm trying to think of another movie I can compare that to that I watched and I didn't enjoy, but I respect this movie is what it is. But
yeah, that was just a quick review. But now we're gonna get into the spoilers, because that's where we'd love to talk to.
Yes,
talk about.
One thing, we the character that brings them back to their like back to his body or whatever, to the cat's body. Moonwind, voiced by Graham Norton, but they have a ship that goes through sand, and I just threw a little note that said they're copying Monster Hunter. So.
You're right.
Go watch our Monster Hunter review.
I didn't even think about that.
Oh man, but this movie is just really pretty. Even the parts like we are in the soul dimension, I guess we'll call it. Yeah. It's animated. It's more animated or less realistic looking, but it's still so pretty and it's so much detail to it, and it's awesome.
It's just well done.
Yes.
Yeah, this is
Pixar has their formula and they do it very, very well.
Yeah. And I used to think that Pixar just kind of does, like, I think more recently they've been making movies every year. Mm-hmm. I used to be like, yeah, they're having less effort now with these movies, but at the same time they got bought by Disney partially, and now they just have more employees. So
yeah.
See, this scene is so bizarre for a kids movie.
I was like, okay, was I supposed to trip on something before I watched this?
No, this is the part. Oh man,
he's falling off the escalator into, I guess, not heaven, but like pre-heaven. The Great Before is
Before,
which I thought was cute. That was a little, or he keeps jumping down the hole. The little baby souls are so cute.
They are. They're definitely aiming for toys there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know if I'd see any actual toy sales out of this.
I'll wait for a month.
Yeah, I mean you're right, but also I wouldn't want one of the little light people, which I thought those were probably my favorite designs. The like, I guess they're gods in a sense.
Yeah,
like
Jimmy's or something.
Terry's. No, Terry's the short one. Jerry's. Yeah, the Jerry's. I love their designs. They look like just neon signs, like abstract neon signs. But
their designs are actually based off of what do you call that, wire sculpturing.
That would make sense.
Because the design, that's so, I like that so much. Like it's so aesthetically pleasing.
Yeah, quiet coyote.
Yeah, like the way she says it or the way they say it. It's so well said. Yes. I love it. But yeah, I watched a little bit about this movie from the writer to the designer for the characters. The writer is an African American, like the character, and from what he talks about this movie is that it's actually based off of him. Like he wrote this as if he was the character. Like there were scenes and nuances in this movie that reflected his kind of life, and just the culture that he's surrounded by.
I mean, that would make sense. Yeah, I mean, makes sense. I mean, and again, that scene's great.
Yeah.
That's why it's just for kids. That'll give a kid a good laugh. It's just where one of the souls pushes another one over. It's just,
I love that. The transformation part.
Oh yeah, it just becomes like a giraffe, I guess.
See, I want more stuff like this from Pixar's, where it's almost like an LSD trip, where it's just everything just changes.
I'm excited for their Raya and the Last Dragon. Yeah. Raya, right? I don't know, but that one looks really cool. Oh gosh,
I love this character. But this character is so pointless, but funny at the same time.
I feel like this movie could have been longer.
It really could have.
And I think that's maybe something that was missing for me. There wasn't enough backup to the plot. Like, if they did have more of those, like, cute little scenes of, like, the souls messing around, or him and 22 just, like, trying to find the spark or something.
Yeah.
Or I think I would have enjoyed it more. But I like how they give them the personalities.
Yeah.
They said one line like, "Oh, you'll go and be not like 12 of you be narcissistic or something," and there's like, "We got to stop putting them through there." And I was like, they just put everyone on. They just called everyone out. I was like, nice.
No, that's what I liked about this movie is that it's very, it's what you would imagine if you didn't know what was going on in like if you didn't understand the world, right? You know, like you didn't have religion or anything like that. This is how I would see it. How we were created per se.
This is it's a good time.
Because this movie is about creation.
Yes.
Believe it or not, it's very biblical.
Yeah.
It's weirdly biblical. But at the same time, it doesn't outright say it.
Yeah, it's very... I stopped watching a movie. I was like half asleep when I watched this. As we woke up, did Christmas, and then watched this. I was like, well, we can watch this.
Yeah.
And that's one thing, just to talk about the movie itself. I don't think this is getting put out in theaters like at all. Like Disney just, we'll just do this.
I don't think they're going to do that with like what Warner Brothers
did.
I think this is one of their main selling points at the moment for Disney Plus.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, even like Kevin Feige was like, "Yeah, streaming's where people want to watch, so we're gonna keep doing that." So,
but I think they also have an understanding of people also still wanting to watch in movie theaters.
Yeah,
because like regardless of how many people actually like streaming, they're never gonna get rid of movie theaters just because like people like streaming. Not. I hope not either. You know. I mean, we're kind of slowly getting there because
I know
music shops, places with like vinyls and CDs are kind of going away. And
vinyl came back though. So
yeah, vinyl came back, but that's because it's like very hipster and
you with your vinyl player.
Oh yeah,
like,
it's right there.
like 10 feet away.
I forgot about that.
I just ordered like 2 or 3 vinyls.
Oh, nice. Oh, look at those characters. Such a simple character design, but their movement is
how does that add it? They're just, I guess it's very much like if that I were to see a 4-dimensional being, that's what they probably That's a good guess right there.
Yeah. Without realizing it, I don't think the designer for that
was like thinking that.
Yeah, no, they didn't at all. They just wanted to see like what they could do with these characters and how they would do things.
And it works so well.
Yeah, if Neil deGrasse Tyson would watch this, he would probably have some great opinions about the science of this movie.
Who cares? It's a Pixar movie. This is great. And then one of my favorite things was seeing all of 22's like lost or like mentors or whatever, like
Abraham Lincoln.
Or Mother Teresa, Gandhi. I was like, goodness, that's great.
I like Mother Teresa was just like, I love everybody except you.
Except you.
That's hilarious. No, this movie did something that has never happened to me before, and it's made me tear up.
Oh.
I don't remember what scene, but like that doesn't usually happen to me in general, because like I usually think like, yeah, this is a Pixar movie. It's meant for kids, and you don't really get a connection between an adult and a kid, movie.
Shut up! Toy Story still makes me cry.
Toy Story 4 actually did make me cry, and some parts of Toy Story 3.
Toy Story 4 didn't get me, but Toy Story 3 definitely did.
Yeah.
I thought Toy Story 4, Woody's just a simp and left his bro.
You're right.
But I can relate.
Oh yeah, the only reason why this movie made me cry is just because like the music is so beautiful. It fits in very well with like the animation.
The entire aesthetic of this movie is perfect. Honestly, it works so well with everything.
Yeah, it's just that it does change the pacing and the themes, or not the themes, but what you mentioned earlier. It does change a lot.
Yes,
and that's kind of it would be not so distracting if it wasn't so quickly done.
Yeah, I feel like
they just switch up way too quick.
But it's still good. I don't think the only thing I can really take away from this movie is me not connecting from it, and but that's the thing. Someone else can watch this and connect with it and find this movie incredible, and it'll be their favorite movie, and that's good because that's what movies are there for, to be someone's favorite. Yeah. So
this movie to me isn't a kid's movie. This movie to me is an artistic film.
It is a little bit. It feels like one of their shorts almost.
Yeah.
One of their longer. There's one that's that I really love. I think it's called
long form shorts.
Pearly. It's about a ball of yarn essentially, and like she comes into this office and it's all men and they all act like dudes, and she like tries to fit in, and like she becomes like she starts fitting in, and then another ball of yarn comes in, and it's supposed to just be about work equality and stuff, and that's a very serious note, and it was just put out on their YouTube, but that's what this feels like. It's a very serious like element. Like, that's great.
This movie, like, just watching this, it looks very, innocent, but this is so heavy.
It is a very heavy movie. Maybe that's also why I'm just like, oh, what am I doing with my life? Where's my gig? But it is just a heavy movie, and I think that's also why I think I give it time, and I'll give it a few extra points. But as of right now, I know there's the Mother Teresa.
Not you though.
But I guess anything else?
Oh, Marie Antoinette and Muhammad Ali.
Marie Antoinette just being the head. That's good. Any final thoughts?
Man, this Jamie Foxx, I don't think he fits well with this character.
Yeah, I couldn't tell a lot of the times it was Jamie Foxx, to be fair.
Yeah.
But like if I caught it, like kind of his tone or something, I was like, I don't think this is really a Jamie Foxx role. If
this movie had a lot of singing and his character does that, I think he would fit really well. Mm-hmm. But this is a movie about a character who plays for jazz.
Yeah.
Who plays jazz. And
to be fair, he did what? He was Ray Charles, wasn't
he? Yeah. No,
he's going to be Mike Tyson next.
Oh, good God. Good God.
He's jacked.
I forgot.
He's jacked for that role. It's insane. That's one thing though. I wish they didn't have Jamie Foxx or Tina Fey or Graham Norton, which I think are like literally the three biggest names in this, because everyone else I don't think I really recognize. I wish they just had replace those with three other people. Like, it doesn't have to be someone, and it would have been just fine. But
no, there reminds me of Oracle right there. I don't know. It's just that his voice doesn't match the tone of the movie. And Tina Fey,
even Tina Fey's voice too. I was like, oh, sometimes I pick it up, and then I'm like, I don't really like that. But I feel like they did a good job of hiding their normal voice. Yeah. But overall, I'll give this a rating. My rating after this is a 7 out of 10.
I'm going to give this movie a 5. It made me cry. I didn't like that.
Now, what's your actual rating?
An actual rating? 7.5.
7.5? Yeah.
I just love the music so much.
Yeah, I think I would have liked it if it was longer, if they kind of gave some of these scenes more depth.
Yeah.
Because it isn't only an hour 40. And put that in perspective, Wonder Woman's 40 minutes longer.
Yeah.
Wait, no. 50.
Yeah.
Holy, yeah, that's ridiculous. That's almost, and this is more impactful.
Yeah. And it's just, I don't know, it's just you can get
lost
things from this.
Yeah, the more emotional and just
English.
Yes, I would agree.
No, you can get a lot from this movie, and it's way better than Wonder Woman, because when Wonder Woman is just you just digest it, and it's just whatever. But
I would definitely say the streaming Christmas release is Soul, at least one in my book. Yeah. I'd like to see if Soul even brought any numbers to Disney Plus, like any new subscriptions. I'm sure Wonder Woman brought more.
Probably.
But I still think I'd see, because I feel like if you're going to be there for Soul, you're already subscribed.
Yeah.
So I don't know. We'll see. I'm sure they'll release some numbers at some point.
And I think this is the first movie that they used the same technology as in Lego Movie.
Well, I didn't know that.
There's just like I don't remember what it's called, but it does high dynamic range, and it does like 22 stops of HDR or whatever, and I can't remember what it's called, but you know, if you watch like the guy, the other YouTube guys, the one that does effects and stuff.
Corridor Crew,
yeah, Corridor Digital, like they do like the VFX reacts, and there was one where this another YouTuber, VFX YouTuber, talked about the Lego Movie and how they use that. I think yeah. I think they use the same technology for this movie.
I could see that.
Yeah.
Oh well. All right, so that's our Soul review analysis. Analysis.
Look, wait, where's the mouse? It's a Flash reference. Do you remember the part where they made a Star Wars? They said Star Wars in Wonder Woman 1984.
Yes.
The Star Wars project.
Yes.
That was a real thing. We should have talked about that earlier, but whatever.
Oh well. Anyways, thank y'all for watching. Go check out our other videos.
I wish they explored this world more.
Yeah, like I feel like they've got worlds like this, the Hall of Everything in Soul. I feel like they have worlds like this in kind of like Wreck-It Ralph, and I feel like it's more explored. And this one, it's just we're here for about 2 minutes.
Yeah,
I wish there was just more of that.
They ate food. I think they did photography or something. I don't remember.
They do a bunch of things.
Yeah, but hey, this was a way better Christmas streaming movie, I guess.
Christmas streaming music? Do you mean A Whole Lot of Red by whatever?
I don't know. Cuddy? No.
Cardi something.
Cardi. I don't remember.
It was bad. If you like,
I love this part. She's like, I like fire. I wonder if that's a reference from one of the characters in any other Pixar movie, and that's who this character is.
That'd be pretty cool because they're all supposed to be connected.
Yeah.
But anyways, we've been the Continuity Crew. That's our Soul little review. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. We appreciate all the support you give us. We will see y'all in the next one. We love movies. We love y'all. Bye. Bye.
Bye, Wonder Woman.
Bye. You got beat out by Soul, baby.
She did.